intro?
Hi, my baby bulls out there. I'm your goddess Nesca, here with Choco Mallow reacting to...
Apparently someone fucked around and found out.
What are they doing to my
It's
baby
Bessert here.
again?
So today's situation can be best described in many different ways. How it started versus how it's going. You reap what you sow. Or even the classic, you mess around and you find out. We're of course referring to a situation involving a VTuber who has a long history of going after other people's sponsorships, now losing a sponsorship themselves. Now a lot of people will not feel sorry for you.
So what goes around comes around. Okay, so this was the person who was trying to attack Kirscha's sponsorship with gamer subs?
Yeah.
Okay, with gamer subs. And now they don't have a sponsorship. How the foofle do we get sponsorships?
Don't know.
When that comes around to bite you. But anyways, we're talking about Anna Valence. This
Anal violence.
is someone we've talked about before, especially a few months ago, when they launched a life ruination campaign against the VTuber Kirscha. They are a journalist here, and they made multiple articles going after Kirscha, accusing them of all the ists and phobes they could think of, while actively targeting her sponsorships in an attempt to get those sources of income removed from Kirscha.
Because the person just decides that he doesn't like her. Whatever this is.
I think what started off is Kirscha read a story on VLore. This person who wrote an article on VLore, basically boohooing, crying because they didn't get into the damn, because they're a
I didn't get into VLore, and I'm not being a butt about it.
Yeah. So they apparently work for Vice or Waypoint or whatever, wrote an article complaining about it. Kirscha read the article, not only looked into the article, but looked into the person who wrote the article. Then they wrote 3 hit pieces on Kirscha, caused her to lose the sponsorship for, I think it was, what was the game she played? Crime Boss.
Oh.
And then they had their articles pulled down because, yeah, she threatened legal action because they literally lied about her.
Mm-hmm.
So.
This kind of stuff.
Now, today we're talking about a different sponsor, the one that Anna was trying to team up with. Waifu Wares. It's a smaller company. As you can see, they make all kinds of different VTuber and anime related merch. Now, Anna, earlier yesterday, announced this on Twitter, saying, "Very proud to announce I am now an official affiliate partner with Waifu Wares UK and use the code, yeah, blah, 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 blah." Now, a lot of people looked at this and they started sharing many different things that Anna has posted over the years and basically saying, do you want to work with this individual who also has a history of going after other people's sponsorships?
Yeah.
A lot of the things people are sharing are things that are just open and available. Like, you remember from the last time we talked about this individual, they have...
Like the weird breeding camp fantasy this person has.
This audio clip that a lot of people, probably millions at this point, have heard of, where as a trans person, they share their fantasy about rounding up...
Sorry, update on the gummy sushi. The red stuff tastes like strawberries, and the white stuff tastes like bubble gum. That's actually very palatable. It feels really good on the mouth. That tastes good. Here, Chuck, I'm gonna try this.
Hold on.
Try this. That tastes good. That tastes good.
Random distraction.
Cis girls and then putting them into breeding facilities to abuse them over and over again. Now, I've seen a lot of this person's defenders saying, oh, it's just, it's rage bait, it's an edgy joke, or it's an edgy fantasy, whatever. But keep in mind, Anne is the same person who only in April of this year released an article trying to accuse VLore, the VTuber group, of catering to pedophiles because one of their VTubers has a lolly model. So clearly,
it's not the same.
As Kirscha made a point when he brought that up, if any of these girls were underage,
if the voice actors of these characters were actually underage, then I could see them saying that.
Well, not only that would have exploded on Twitter like crazy.
But no, it's a fucking character model. You can't tell me what age these characters are. You can't tell me what age I am.
I mean, people look at this and say it's... What was it? Someone posted something, calling something lolly, and it was a picture of the one of the high school DxD girls, not the red hair one, the other one, the black hair one.
Uh-huh.
He called that a lolly character.
Huh.
And it's like, she's built like a fucking brick house. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Or stacked like a brick house.
They're trying to justify their own fantasies on one.
Kermit the Frog cosplaying as Spider-Man. Yeah, Kermit the Frog hanging out with Perfect Cell. Watch some of that
checked
stuff.
out that and would.
End, but trying to cancel other people over fictional content, it's very, very inconsistent. And then we have this right here, which none of the supporters of Anna will ever address in any sort of a way. Back in 2020, during the heights of Fall Guys, they made an entire article documenting their experience with this game, where they rigged an adult toy on themselves.
A butt plug. Basically, they rigged a butt plug to vibrate in Fall Guys when they got around other characters. When you're supposed to do that shit, you're supposed to do that on Roblox.
The black stuff tastes like, it has the same texture as a, Airhead. Yeah.
In a way that would make it activate whenever they came into contact with other players. Now, right off of the bat, you're putting other players in a situation where they're not consenting to sexual activity, right? And you go a step further, this is Fall Guys, a game that has a very large child base of players. So you're not just putting random players.
Yeah. You can't, let me just say this, you can't put an age on a fictional character, even if you say what their age is. It's still not really the same because they're not real. It's like sitting there and getting offended at sculptures.
Yeah.
Into this disgusting situation, you're doing this to children as well. Now, of course, a lot of people are sharing.
I'm eating the gummy sushi from the beginning of the video.
Or the stream.
Of the stream.
These publicly available things to Waifu Wares early yesterday morning, and it seems like they made a decision very quickly. But during those hours, Anna made this tweet mocking someone, basically saying it's for stuff like that you lose journalism gigs and other future opportunities, where they dismissed that, saying no one in media actually cares about all the random Twitter nonsense that goes on here. People look at the crazy YouTube videos about me and immediately assume that I have crazy obsessive haters, not that I'm an evil and bad person. Understand, this person went on a life ruination campaign for weeks and honestly for months at this point, trying to rip away sponsors from Kirsha, trying to cancel her.
The ones who sit there and will just attack someone for their views and junk.
Character's age is easy if you know that it takes place in school or at a job.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't
doing this
really
to other
matter.
people as well, and you can see they're doing the classic tactic of dismissing all the criticism against them as crazy. It's all just crazy. There's no reason to check into it. But they claim no one cares about what happens around here. Well, apparently, Waifu Wares does. And in the hours after announcing their affiliate, Anna was let go. They say this.
What?
Oh no! What happened?
Oh no!
Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
What?
That's them.
What's what?
We would like to clarify that we are not affiliated with Anna Valens, and we're unaware of any past events or situations they may have been involved in. When reviewing potential participants, we base our checks on recent activity and profiles rather than conducting.
Uzuki for being short. She said she's in college. Oh yeah, that one girl. She also has a giant tits.
Yeah.
Giant tater.
An extensive deep dive into historical matters. Now, if you look around, they would try to clarify what's going on here later, a couple hours after Waifu Ware's announcement, sharing that they were invited to join the collaboration program at 10:45 a.m. yesterday, and they were given a code to use, and people could get a discount from the website. Looking through waifu wears,
running, strip
various
clubs.
applications.
Yeah.
They said they were an affiliate, so if they were an affiliate, they just had a code, basically. But it sounds like they were going to the next step, possibly getting some merch or whatever. But the way this company, a lot of smaller companies work, is basically you got to kind of do all the groundwork. You have to pay for your own arts. They're just manufacturing, whether it's a shaker or something, they're just putting it on there for you and then shipping it to people. So this is like a very kind of low.
There's like a soy sauce piece here. It's like it has a really nice sour strawberry bit to it.
What am I going to do with you?
It's yummy. I like this.
Low grade sort of collaboration
Try the
here where it's
sauce.
really
Try the
mostly on
sauce.
the person
Try the
trying to
sauce.
work with
I'm
the
gonna
company, and the
in your
company's
mouth.
just kind
In
of
your
putting it all together. And looking through their application process, they pretty much like.
Fun fact: Trucker Man hates sweets.
They said, just check your main social media accounts and they check like the most recent activity, which can lead to a lot of issues, as you can see. But that's the framework we're working with today. And this tweet really kind of sums up how people are feeling about this largely, where it's like, you know, you went after people for a very long time trying to get their sponsors removed for so-called problematic behavior, and now it's turned around and happened to you. Going after sponsors is lame. I think everyone can
called
agree on
karma.
that when it comes to the
This whole situation is just poetic karma here.
Yep. They got what they wanted.
They got what they deserved.
overwhelming majority of matters. But if you're someone who engages in this practice, if you try to ruin people's sponsorships, nobody's going to bat an eye when it comes around and happens to you. And that's exactly what's going on here with this situation. I think it's very clear. Now we look to Kirsha, right? So this is someone who's been subjected to this life ruination.
Well, I think that's the majority of the video. So that was all that.
Just leave Kirsha alone. She's done nothing wrong. She's just a lovely anime YouTube waifu, Foxu, who needs a husband. Someone go pick up that lovely gold waifu girl and treat her well.
Problem is she wants someone in New England. I don't think there's any men left in New England.
What's a man in New England?
I don't know. Anyway, you want to end the video here?
Thank you all for joining us. Bye.
Dumb.
Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.